reasons provided.
But you'd understand why Australians who read that a Scottish hitman who was jailed for 17 years after being convicted of murdering a Melbourne man by shooting him in the head with a sawed-off rifle because the murdered man's wife paid him $2,000 to do so. You could hardly think there, under the Migration Act or any act, there would be any reason for the AAT member to overturn the considered decision of the Immigration Department delegate.
Well, that's exactly what the statement of reasons explains, Chair.
Well, in those two cases, they should be easier for you to find than me. Could you perhaps get me the reasons?
We're very, very happy to provide
and table
those.
them.
Absolutely, Chair.
While you're at it, could you also get the one...
Sorry, do you have any details about that particular case?
No, but
or the article, perhaps, and then we could...
Well, I can give you the article,
sure.
Which I've marked, and there's several of them. If you could also get... There are a lot, but these just jump out at me. The drug-dealing foreign student who was given a protection visa on the grounds that his homosexuality would result in him being persecuted if he went back to his own country, as it banned gay relationships, yet he voluntarily returned to his country of origin for a holiday with his Muslim family. I mean, you know, that one...
He may not have committed any homosexual acts while on holiday, Senator.
Okay. Fair comment. I'd be interested in seeing the reason. A Scottish career criminal with 62 convictions, including rape, robbery, violence, theft, resisting police, assaulting his partner, breaches of court orders. Delegate for the Immigration Minister argued at the AAT hearing that the man's serious offending over a number of years meant, quote, his continued presence in Australia would entail a significant risk to the Australian community. Despite that, the AAT let the recidivist Scot stay in Australia. Can you get me the reasons for that?
Absolutely, we can provide those statement of reasons.
And just another one that really, I mean, there are a lot of them here reported in the paper, and as a politician I know papers are not always accurate, but there's another one that again jumps out at me. A pedophile from New Zealand who was convicted on 18 child pornography offences, including relating to 7 children on 15 separate occasions, took photographs of children while they were in his care. The court was told that he made the children pose, and yet that decision to not give him to take his visa away by officials was overturned by the AAT. I mean, I'm asking for these to be tabled so that if there is a reason why the AAT made those decisions, we can see them, but on the basis of this information, it brings the AAT into substantial disrepute.
Point of order, Chair.
Yep.
In the interests of the separation of the courts and the Parliament, I don't think it's appropriate to ask the AAT about individual cases. Those published reasons are published, and the officers before us, as they've said many times before, are not those making those decisions. And as has been outlined, they make very clear statements about written reasons standing on their own merits.
Well, I don't think the AAT is a judicial organisation. That's correct, is it?
It is.
Well, Mr. Moratis might be able to help me with that. Is the AAT said to be a judicial organisation?
It's a tribunal rather than a judicial body.
Yes, so your point of order is irrelevant, Senator Pratt. But in any case...
There's a decision before the New South Wales Supreme Court that actually contests that.
Perhaps, but there are many cases like that.
Sure.
That's my understanding.
There seems to be some controversy.
Commonwealth has a view about that.
Yep. Anyhow, the officers have agreed to table those decisions, and if you'd like, I'll hand you these newspaper articles, and I've highlighted the ones I'm particularly interested in, just because if there is a reason,
And
I think it's important for it to be out there, because if there, if these are wrongly said, then that needs to be exposed, because on the basis of these things, the AAT is
Chair, they will be